Good morning. How are we doing? Hope you're all good. Wednesday. Let me know how you're getting on this week. In the next 3 to 5 minutes, I'm just going to be talking about something that's been in the media of late, which was the interview with Adele on Oprah. And it's interesting because obviously, as she mentioned, her body's always been objectified her whole career. Morning, Joss. And she was asked about kind of the comments that people made when she lost weight. So when she was overweight, she had people making comments about her. Then she lost weight. Then it was negative comments, some negative comments again, about how it wasn't very body positive because she's lost weight and now she appears happier. And it's a really tricky thing to discuss. Hey, Karen. And she actually mentions in here, and it's a really nice quote from her. She said, I was body positive then, and I'm body positive now, but it's not my job to validate how people feel about their bodies. I feel bad that it's made anyone feel horrible about themselves, but that's not my job. I'm trying to sort my own life out, and I can't add another worry. That's a real powerful quote, actually, and I think we often are perhaps guilty of not putting ourselves first and just doing what makes us happy. And I've just recently written our newsletter for this month that goes out to our members with different kind of tactics, strategies to help with the Christmas period. And one of the questions I actually talk about in there is this really simple one. Am I doing this for me? Am I making this choice for me? So just to carry on your shoulder wherever you are. Am I carrying this choice for me? Am I doing this choice for me? Or am I doing this to people please? Am I doing this, making this choice for me? Or am I making this choice to people please? Because when you actually get real and really ask that question at the time, it can really make us conscious and more mindful of the decision we're making, whether we're actually doing it to make us happy or someone else happy just for a minute. And that's fine either way, if it does make you happy. But too often I see people and I speak to people every day and they say, I just can't do the things I say I need to do. And it's really frustrating me. I'm getting fed up. But when we look at our behaviours, that will tell us what we are committed to in that moment. And a question we actually spoke about yesterday in the Q&A that I did, and it was a small one, it was just 4 of us on, and we talked about, what am I committed to right now? Like, if you write this down, like, what am I committed to right now in this moment? What am I committed to right now in this moment? It's a super powerful question because what you're doing will tell you what you're committed to right now in this moment. So, for example, I can say I'm committed to getting to bed earlier so I can be productive in the morning, so I can be less ratty to be around, have more energy, eat better foods, be a better dad, all these things. But actually at that time, I'm scrolling Facebook, I'm scrolling Instagram, I'm staying up later than I should have. So actually what I'm committed to right now in this moment isn't that, because otherwise I'd be in bed. And it starts to make us more conscious of our behaviours. Now our behaviours dictate our results and how our results make us feel. And then ultimately why we're doing these behaviours. And this is sometimes the difference between someone getting a true transformation where, maybe it doesn't happen overnight. Like even Adele's was over quite a while actually. It was quite slow weight loss, but she just stuck at it. But it's important not to compare yourself to anyone else. But my point in this is we just keep going and we challenge the obstacles that will come up, the problems that will get in the way. Because whenever you're trying to change your habits, we've got to understand that there will be problems, there will be obstacles, there will be challenges. They're on the way, not in the way. Think of anything else you've ever done, work-related, family-related, anything. There's always problems, right? Always problems. Hey, Sarah, there's always problems. But isn't it interesting how when it comes to like weight loss and health and fitness, the problems almost feel like they're in the way rather than on the way. When actually in every other area, we kind of just accept that problems, challenges are going to be on the way. Like, it's just what happens. There's a diversion here on the road. There's roadworks in Marlborough. It's just what we accept as a daily thing. But when it comes to like that weight loss, health, fitness, just seems to catch us as a surprise. So 2 things I want you to take from this. That number 1 is that you always have a choice, and you do you make the decision that makes you happy, because ultimately you're going to have to deal with how you feel rather than that other person. And I can vouch for that. I can't tell you how many times when I was growing up and it was like, another plate of pasta. I'm very grateful, but it was like, if you don't eat 5 plates of pasta, then, Nonna won't cook you another meal. And also where I had IBS and I was eating lots of gluten, I'd be like, super uncomfortable. And it would be like, then when I'd go and see my Nonna, it would be like, I've got to eat something to make her happy here. And then it got to the stage where I was just like, no, I'm all right. And it was a big fight for 15 minutes. Then as soon as that 15 minutes was up, she accepted I wasn't going to have anything. Apart from thinking that I was, there was something wrong with me, we then just had a coffee. And that was all I wanted, to be honest. And that's something I spoke to someone about the other day. I've gone off on a tangent, but this is quite relevant. They were like, I always go, when I visit people's houses, part of my job, they always offer me cakes, cookies. I feel like it's a bit rude not to have one. I just said, instead of saying no, because you seem like to have an issue with that, just say, I'm really thirsty. Can you get me a drink? I can read you over coffee. They're like, yeah, actually. And she said it actually worked. It actually was like, people were like, yeah, I'll get you a drink. Yeah. And it almost, people just want to get you something. So I hope that helps. Remember, you have a choice. Are you making this decision for you, or are you trying to people please? Number 2, what am I committed to right now in this moment? Hope that helps. Any questions? As always, just let me know. And if you want more help with this, we have our pre-Christmas habit challenge starting on the 22nd of November, from the 22nd of November, where we'll be going over these habits, the underlying habits that pretty much dictate our reactions to stresses, problems. So that it's not that we don't mess up anymore. Not saying that at all. We will mess up. Challenges, obstacles. But when we do, we get back on quicker and we just keep going. And that's the difference sometimes between losing weight, putting it back on, all back on, going backwards, and actually just going through periods where you go, actually, you know what, I've done all right here. I've gone for a challenge in time. I'm doing okay. I've got some workouts in. I'm moving. I've still got my habits in place. Look at those habits I've got in place now. And them are helping us maintain. And then when the time's right, we'll push a little bit harder. And that's where we come in. Good morning, Jane. So any questions, let me know. If you want more information on that, comment below for Christmas, and I'll see you later. Take care.